the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, two teams start fresh for their first game of the season, both squads believing this will be a great year. Tonight, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Chicago Bulls. For Chicago, they struggled in this matchup last season. Only one win for them through 4 games. They'd like to make a statement tonight. And another NBA season about to start. Shaq, we've talked about it. You can feel, I don't know, an air of excitement that's a little different than in years past.
There's a number of talented teams all wanting that ring. I've said this before. Kenny has said it many times. It could be one of the best seasons we've seen in a while, including what Golden State did last year in the ring.
That was an incredible run. But some teams that looked unstoppable last
capacity crowd here at the United Center, and we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks everyone for joining us here in the start of a new season. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke reporting on the sideline. We've got an Eastern Conference battle ready to get rolling, and the Chicago crowd wants some love from their Bulls. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So on the floor for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at center. Here's Butler, finishes the break with a slam.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
So many people overlooked Pau Gasol prior to last season, seemed to think that Clark, he was past his prime.
Well, he was a starter in the All-Star game and a huge reason the Bulls played as well as they did. It was a big season for him. A lot of GMs shaking their head for not going harder. After.
Bulls on D. Nobody near Irving. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him. You know, and with Pau Gasol, it was weird to think that the Lakers were just so ready to let him go and move on.
So it's the Cavaliers now. Following the three-point basket by Chicago, Irving dishes to Love. Gibson with the steal. And here we go. Dunleavy heading to the hoop.
Boy, you got to love it. A picture-perfect alley-oop.
A little surprised, though, Clark. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same.
Counts for 2.
Yeah, it does. Almost makes it a little. You can have a little bit of grace as opposed to just the full Monty with the power.
Irving kicks to Thompson, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
The Bulls have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game.
And with the skill set that Pau has and the year he had, there's no telling how long he can play at a high level. Again, one of those guys that never been reliant on the athletic ability to have an impact.
Now Irving. Following the three-point attempt by Taj Gibson. They get it again. That one goes. Count it. Thompson's got his second basket of the night.
And getting after it on the offensive glass and adding to that early total with the putback.
And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Derrick Rose has certainly piled up the awards for such a young player, starting with Rookie of the Year, the 111 first place. Votes to only fight for the runner-up. We know about his MVP, and that just shines out so brightly for him.
And how about he and Michael Jordan, the only MVPs in Chicago Bulls history.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Joakim Noah's checked in for Gasol. Mirotic comes in for Taj Gibson. McDermott's checked in for Dunleavy. And it's Etuan Moore checking in for Butler. Now here's Moore. Mozgov grabs the board.
You know, looking back to Rose's MVP award, his stats were on another planet that year. He was only the third player to record 2,000 points and 600 assists in a single season since 1973. The other two, LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
Here's Moore after the basket by Timofey Mozgov.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
To the right side. Dellavedova. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Dellavedova's got his first 2 points of the night.
You know, in talking about D-Rose, I don't think the individual awards mean much to him. He's about trying to help his team win championships. And that's the kind of mindset he has to continue to display.
Poked away. Mozgov with the steal. 30 seconds left in the first. Shumpert gets a wide open look. They get it back.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Moore passes to Rose. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. James kicks to Dellavedova. Back to James. Now the pass to Dellavedova. Misses off the left iron.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
It's all tied in Chicago. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of this. And LeBron James trying to will his Cavaliers team to its first title. Teammate.
He sat us down maybe right before the first practice and kind of spoke about what he thought everyone should bring to the table. And, we had to hold up our end of the bargain.
When someone like LeBron talks about what you need to bring to the table, you better bring it.
Yeah, I would think so. You'd be better served to go right along with what he's talking about. Dubbed the new Big Three along with Kyrie. I think if they just keep following LeBron's lead and advice, the sky's the limit.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Just very aggressive on the offensive side of the ball, attacking the rim in this first quarter. A lot of trips to the free throw line.
Taking full advantage of playing at home, and the fans have really helped them here.
We've got Dunleavy. Pau Gasol is out there with Portis. Then it's Brooks, and it's Holiday in at the 2 guard. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. For a franchise that had so much success under his tenure, there was sure a lot of friction with Tom Thibodeau, and the Bulls front office surprised a lot of people, I know, including yourself.
Yeah, it's not something that you see often, a winning coach at odds with his GM and president. With how often their differences came up, though, you knew something was afoot.
So for the Bulls, Gibson comes in for Portis, and it's Butler in for Justin Holiday. Irving kicks to Love. The screen from Thompson. And Gasol sends it back. He's all alone. Here's Butler. Rips down the break.
Да. Bene. joc, Ft.Mo, și dau un sfat așa, Andrei, stai să... Bun, Andrei, a intrat un băiat în partii, spune-i tu despre jocul care îl joci tu acum.
Resident Evil îl am. Da. Da, îl am.
Ok, vi s-a instalat.
Și
Eu nu pot să-mi bag căștile, nu o să rezist. Lasă-l să bage volumul tare că e...
Bă, pe mine mai ia cu fioră jocul ăla, dar hai că intru și eu. Că mă uit la manechinele alea când se mișcă.